Hey Scorpio, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be your general life tarot reading for August 15th through the 31st. If you want to skip the card pull and go straight to your messages, feel free to click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So we're first going to pull a couple of oracle cards to see what the overall energy is that's surrounding this reading for you. And the first card that we have out is Heart Chakra. And I swear you're like the fourth sign to get that in your overall energy today. But let's see what other energies we have surrounding you. That wanted to flip. It didn't quite make it. All right, let's see what we have for my Scorpio collective. And we have calcite, busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Is somebody avoiding something with busy work? We shall see. But let's get into some tarot and start first with your current energy. That came fast. We have the Two of Wands for my Scorpio collective's current energy. For what's currently hidden, we have the Six of, what is that? Oh, the Six of Wands. Sorry, it's upside down. And we also have the Prince of Wands. For advice from Spirit, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Hierophant. And okay, that's a lot of cards. We will take this one. For the potential outcome, we have the Six of Swords. So let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these messages a little bit further for you. Starting with your current energy, Scorpio, we have the World in reverse. For what's currently hidden from you, we have the Ace of Cups. For advice from Spirit, we have the Knight of Swords. And for your potential outcome, we have the King of Wands. Let's get some Kipper cards and some final messages. For your current energy, we have Official Person. For what's currently hidden, we have Distant Horizons. Advice from Spirit, we have Main Female. And for potential outcome, we have Judication. All right, Scorps, let's get into this. So, looking at the overall energy for this reading, we have Heart Chakra and we have busy times and multitasking. What it feels very much like is that you are avoiding something. That you, whether this is conscious or in your subconscious, it feels as though you are keeping yourself busy to avoid something. I don't know if this is avoiding a new opportunity that you might be a little bit nervous about. This might be avoiding even opening yourself up to the prospect of a new opportunity or some sort of change. But what it feels like is that there's a need for you to embrace your happiness and be a little bit more mindful about the things that you're doing in your own life and how you're showing up in your own life. Because what I'm having in my head right now is just this little old lady who's just sweeping. And she's like damn near sweeping through the floor because there's literally no dust because she has not stopped sweeping. So it feels as though you're juggling a lot of things. You're doing a lot, but there's a need to take a moment to assess whether or not all of those things that you are doing are actually putting you on the path or keeping you on the path to things that will ultimately make you happy over the long term. So looking at your current energy, we have the Two of Wands, we have the World in reverse, and we have Official Person. So this actually feels like something that's work related to me. It feels as though you might be waiting on a decision from a manager, a supervisor, somebody who's a little bit higher on the career rung than you are, that you're waiting to hear something that will that will change your career. It feels like something that's relatively big, so I don't know if this is a promotion. I don't know if this is a new job. This might be like acceptance to college or grad school or some type of program. It feels as though you're waiting, that you're waiting. And in the meantime, you're sort of just staying busy. Like this feels like a very scattered, nervous energy that's happening right now. What's currently hidden from you, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Prince of Wands upright. We have the Ace of Cups, and we have distant horizons. So what it feels like right now is that you feel like you are so far from getting your victory. You are so far from achieving your goals. Like it feels like it's just hundreds of thousands of miles down the road. What you don't see, what you don't see is this new beginning coming. There's this offer coming in, and it's not, I don't think it's huge. This feels very measured. It feels very tempered, but it's exciting. I almost feel like you are cautiously excited when this comes in, but there is an offer, there is something coming in for you. Looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And we also have main female. So what I'm feeling right now is that Spirit is saying for you to not necessarily stop with the busy work. I almost feel as though, if this is something in terms of a career or something, like you're doing a whole lot that's not necessarily adding itself to what's coming in towards you. So I feel like Spirit is saying for you to just calm down. Calm down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because deep down, you know what you need to do. You know that all of this energy, this all over the place energy, is not necessary. This is, it almost feels as though this busy work, this multitasking is emotion driven and not sort of logic driven. So it feels as though Spirit is saying, take a step back, right? Because your higher self is telling you to calm down, to stop doing so much, to look at this logically, to try and take some of the emotions, the feelings, the nervousness, the anxiety, take that out of the scenario. And this is you channeling sort of your inner power, your higher self, and knowing what you need to do. And what you need to do is not this busy work. I just heard doing the most and accomplishing the least. So Spirit is saying, you know what, relax and take a look at everything that you've been doing and just evaluate whether or not it's really lending itself to this decision or this message that you're waiting on. So looking at the potential outcome, we have the Six of Swords, we have the King of Wands, and we have Judication. So what we have for you, Scorpio, is a decision is going to be made. And it's going to pull you out of this choppy, frantic, overactive, overexcited energy. It's going to be a new start for you. It's going to be something that you enjoy. It's going to be something that sparks a fire inside of you. It's going to, I heard renewal. I think it's going to renew your energy, your spirit. So you don't have to do too much for this, right? You don't have to run around like a chicken with your head off. It's coming. This is coming in for you. This decision is going to go in your favor, and it's going to get you out of this rough energy. Child Scorpio, calm down. I really want to give you a hug. But what I will do is pull one last oracle card for you. We're not taking all of those. It was like 6 of them. So let's try this again. We're a little bit too excited. We just need like one or two oracle cards, and we got 4. So we're not taking all of those. We're going to try this again. One or two oracle cards for my Scorpios. All right, we got 2. I'll take them. So, the first card that we have, believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't yet see the result. And we also have feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. So, I actually think there were couple of other water signs that got these exact same cards. But anywho, for my Scorpios, believing in spiritual guidance, this uncomfortable feeling, this doing too much, you know, in listening to your higher self, you know that this is not comfortable. You know that this is not necessary. So just stop. Stop with the busy work. Ask yourself why you're doing it. What are you avoiding? What are you trying to head off? What do you think you're trying to make up for with all of this busy work? Figure out that, and then maybe it'll compel you to stop and not run so hard on emotion, but tapping into your intuition, because again, I don't think that this feels comfortable for you. It feels like you know that it's time wasted, that you could be channeling this energy into something else, but not, running around waiting for this decision, whatever it is. And then we have feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. So all of this work that you're doing, you don't need it. You just need to get in this space of being ready to accept what's coming in for you, because there is something coming in. You just have to quiet your emotions down a little bit, because this is not a good feeling. This feels very stressful. It feels very rushed. It feels very anxious. So I think that Spirit is saying that get your feelings in check so that this can come in for you. But right now you're doing a lot that doesn't need to be done. This is already on its way. A decision's on the way. It's going to be in your highest interest. It's going to be for your greatest good. But you need to get in that feeling in advance, because this anxiety feels like it's just pushing it out further and further, and it feels like it's draining you. So, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.